Well, with the roof shut, the conditions will be comfortable here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle. Next, Brent Suter, a southpaw from Illinois, gets the starting call in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Now a snap throw to first, and he's back standing. A 1 pitch on its way. This is in the air out to right. Santana is there, and that's the first out of the inning. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I'm definitely excited to see Addison Russell play. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
The next Cub up, Chris Bryant, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Now the 1-0. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First offering on its way. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Jose Quintana is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, his last one was good. I'm sure he'd like to pitch a little bit better. Was able to get into the 7th inning. Got a no decision in his last one. He needs to get off to a good start here to try to get him and the team in the win column.
Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder.
Get hard up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score, but let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again.
First baseman, Ryan
Digging in now for the Brewers, Ryan Braun. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, just a 3 for 13 batting line. No balls and a strike to count. Kane at second. Yelich at first with no outs. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a base hit. And the run will score as the Brewers are off to an early 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Roll. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and maybe potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out. Give your team a chance. Give the pitcher a chance.
High and deep to left center field. Looking up is Almora. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a 3-run shot to left center. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Brewers have now taken a 4-0 lead.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
Travis Shaw is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Now the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Next for Milwaukee, Jonathan Villar. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well, too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
4 runs here in this half inning. 1-1 the count. This is line to left. Arcia ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate as they push the lead to 5 now. Stepping in, Jet Bandy. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Villar, base runner at first with 1 out. The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit. I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. But not before 5 cross the plate. Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just hung in there on that one. He'll try again, 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And that one just missed outside. The 2-1. Contreras swings, and this is well hit to left, but a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Villar is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Here's Addison Russell, and a look at the stats tell you how hot he's been in April. Well over 300 to start the new campaign. Too low, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. Albert Almora would be next. Takes this the other way to right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning. In is Christian Yelich. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Grounded to the right, and he'll reach to knock this ball down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ryan Braun, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And that's out number 1. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Domingo Santana. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Under it is Russell, and there are 2 away now. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. No balls and 1 strike. Cain on third. Yelich on at second with 2 down. 0-2 to Travis Shaw.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability.
Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And they almost get him at third, but he's just able to get back in safely. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy.
And the run is in to score from second. It's 7-0.
Boy, Dero, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
Waiting on it is Almora. And the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. As we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Swing and a liner. And a leaping try there, but he comes up a bit short as this is into left center, the base hit. Here's Javier Baez.
Javier Baez.
First offering on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Here now the 2-2. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. Another try at 2-2. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Into the box, Jose Quintana. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He singled to open up the ball game.
Hey, second time around, let's see if this guy goes up and looks for the fastball. He got a fastball on his first at bat and didn't miss it.
Strike 1 to start the at bat. Almora, the runner at third. Baez is over at second with 1 down in the inning. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
3-1 to the Cubs left fielder. Ben Zobrist is on deck. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Second and third here, 1 man out. Count still full, 3-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Stepping into the box, Ben Zobrist. He flew out in his last at-bat. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Villar is calling for it, and that's the 3rd out. Cubs strand. Digging in to try it again. Jonathan Villar. Eddie Butler is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jet Bandy. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Zobrist is over, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Ready for another chance. Brent Suter 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And Lorenzo Cain on deck loves to see that. It means he'll hit here as well.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
2-1 to count. Heading out towards shallow right. Zobrist is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they're still in control, 7-0. Riding in once again, Chris Bryant. He popped out in his first trip. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off well.
Another full count pitch home. This is in the air out to right. Santana giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
The 1-1. Now a hard liner, but foul. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich is after it. And that's in there. Base hit. And he'll pull into second with one away.
The catcher, number 40.
Digging in, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it 7-1 now.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Here's Addison Russell as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Ground ball left side. Shaw fields it cleanly. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
In now, Domingo Santana as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the end. So in now for Chicago, Albert Almora, a base hit in his first trip. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a little chopper up the middle, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Eddie Butler.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Eddie Butler. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. First offering on its way. Tough slider down low for a strike. Almora takes his lead at third with one away. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Here he comes again, 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 run, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for the. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Past history with Eddie Butler. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Throw on to first, and 1 third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his 2nd hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
But this will not get out there deep enough, as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the 2nd out.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
Hit back toward the mound. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And he's going to score with ease, as the throw will be too late. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
There's a changeup down in the zone. Not a bad pitch, but with 2 strikes, not the kind of pitch you're looking for. 0-1 or 0-2.
Sometimes you got to scramble those, Danny. It's a testament to all the work he's been putting in underneath in the tunnel, staying through the baseball.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Here's Ben Zobrist now. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Here comes the first pitch. Nope. And a neck-high fastball that time. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen, as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
The count now at 2-1. The count now at 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. Back up the middle. And that'll be a base hit for Zobrist. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Digging in once again, Chris Bryant. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And that one just missed outside.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
And there's his first base hit in this one.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitch has kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Ball one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one. The 1-1 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Dero, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Zobrist at third. Bryant over at second. Rizzo on at first with nobody out.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Slow roller back to the mound. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a nice job to stay with it. A run is across to score, but they are able to get the first out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Ready for another shot now. Addison Russell. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. Line drive to left. Yelich is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Looking to minimize the damage here. And a fastball just a bit up.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Lorenzo Cain. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Lorenzo Cain.
There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Christian Yelich is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. On the ground is short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. Here's Ryan Braun now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that's taken for strike 1.
Hey, these mechanics ain't out of the textbook, The Art of Pitching, but he seems to be effective with what he's doing.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Hayward is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out. Ready once again, Domingo Santana. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1, here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
You go down 0-2.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Brewers,
here's Javier Baez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. The next Cub up, Jason Hayward. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now.
the left fielder, number 8.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ian Happ. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. The 1-0. Lined hard to the left side, but foul.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Digging in now for the Brewers, Travis Shaw. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Ready on 0-2. Line toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
The batter, number 3, shortstop.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Settling in now, Jonathan Villar. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here. Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. Out in front of it, strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, 2, here it comes. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Swinging a soft liner. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over.
Now pitching for the Brewers, number 43.
Ben Zobrist will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is fouled at the plate. A 1 pitch on its way. This one's flared off to the right side. In there, a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Digging in and looking for more, Chris Bryant. He singled his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
1-1. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. First and second here with nobody out. Lifted the other way to left center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The throw to the plate. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 0-1 the count. He was a ground out victim last time up. 0-1. Here's the pitch. High and deep to right center. Kane is under it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone. Here's Addison Russell. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit high.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Tommy La Stella will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. The 0-1. This one's down to third. Shaw has it. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the Brewers 8 and the Cubs 4. Brandon Morrow is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. This one's down to third. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Lorenzo Cain.
In is Christian Yelich. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Russell over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Ryan Braun now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Jacob Barnes comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Digging in once again, Javier Baez. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Ball 2 now.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Line drive to left. Yelich is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Hayward. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Yelich. He makes the running play. 2 down. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. This one's smoked the other way. High and deep to left. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. Home run number 3 here in the early going, as it's now an 8-5 ball game.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Corey Knebel gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. Here's Ben Zobrist now as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. 8-5 tonight. The Milwaukee Brewers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Brent Suter earns his first win of the season. Jose